start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here we go.
First down, right back to Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Third down. Here we go. Green. 11.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game. Gonna be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's another Falcons first down.
In motion, the tight end.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Again, it's Robinson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Check. 79, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. In his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't jump. Ready? 319.
Here's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
319.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 30 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
79. Go.
They'll throw with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Rig, check smash, dragon 60. Ready?
They are going for it. Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
46-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw again is Penix. And incomplete on the deep ball. Because he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes. and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
To the air, Penix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown and one. Drake London, 46 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Jets.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
319, no more. Right.
Off play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
551,
From the gun on third down, Fields. Right side completes to Mechie. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Caught, it's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Alpha right here. Blue 58, blue 58. Chip slam. Tonight.
Again, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields.
action starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They snap it to Fields. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for...
This is caught at the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
17, Jets 14.
Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. And I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Penix. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2.
And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11.
Makes the score Falcons 29, Jets 14. Bradley
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adonai Mitchell, 65 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 18-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here.
Here we go.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point.
The quarterback will keep it himself. They'll try to run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 44 yards. And And the Falcons have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Two-point conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Falcons 31, Jets 26.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. Look at the big man rumble. And the right end. Touchdown, New York. Mason Taylor, 72 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Jets 33.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 52 yards.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Penix going to hold on to it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. That's out wide here for Robinson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
79 Broncos, 19 Warriors, 70.
Penix to the air once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Two-point conversion.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Falcons 37. Jets.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 6 coming up. One play action. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Easy.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Good.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Fields pass.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll throw with Penix. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They're going to look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Don't jump. Ready? 319 right side. Extend. Right.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
Back to throw. Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Mooney. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
But you saw the coaching there that is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Falcons 44, Jets 40. Bradley Pinion
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Hey, 10. Here we go. Tonight.
Now Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He's going to let it fly. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.